Thank you for working with the Muskego Norway School District's Connect Academy, specifically with our career internship students, where they're able to get the high school credit and state recognized certifications by working with your business and your industry. At this point in time, we're looking to finish out the final paperwork for the program. You're going to be receiving an email from Panda Doc. This is an electronic signing system that we're using to complete final paperwork. The email that you will receive will look similar to this. Once you get this email, please click on Open the Document to open up your document in the completion forms for our students. Each employer will have a document that is similar to the one that I'm walking through right now. Each career cluster and pathway has a little different form, but the premise of how you go through and fill these forms out is the same. Once working with this, you can hit start to have it take you to the areas where you need to start filling it in. First area that we're going to ask for is the employer name or company. We will then ask for the phone number. Then you can, at this point in time, you can hit next. It'll take you to the signature page. You will then put in your signature, accept, and sign. Now, this is where hitting next will take you to the end of the form. Once you put in your signature next to the mentor's signature, you're going to want to scroll down to the checkboxes. At the checkboxes, you're going to want to rate our students on a scale of 1 to 3 for the competencies or review of the work that was done. Note that students must receive a 2 or higher on all boxes in order to get the state recognized certification. Also note that we could not require these boxes to have the system automatically take you to them because it would have made us require that you check more than one box through the thing. So you're going to want to read through the competencies and the criterias and grade our students on a 2 or 3 in those sections. Now, as you see, I just hit down and it took you to the bottom of the document. So then just simply scroll back up to where you left off and then just continue grading our students on those competencies. If you miss a competency, we may need to resend this back to you to just fill it out, and we will let you know at that point in time you might have missed competency number 6, and please go back and just grade them on a 2 or 3. Once you go through and you click all the competencies, then it'll take you to the bottom. You'll be at the bottom of the form, and then it's going to take you to what's known as the post-program completion. At this point in time, a student should have touched base with you on their next steps of what they're going to do after graduating high school and if they're going to continue employment. So this is where we're looking to gather information on if the student will continue employment with you. Will the student be employed after completing the program? You're going to want to check yes. If they are, you check here. And then if it's full or part-time, you will choose one of these options. If they're going to stay with you through the summer, and then leave to a 4-year university, you would still click part-time. If the employment is the same job that they were working through high school, the employment would be related to the YA training program, so you click that. If it is with you, then you click it's with the same employer. If it's seasonal or intermittent, you would click that. If students were going to be entering an internship, you would then answer that question. Most of us are not going to be military because students are not eligible to work in the military before they graduate high school. If a student is entering post-secondary education, whether it's 2 or 4 year, they would click there as well. Or if they're entering an apprenticeship, they would click there as well. Then we'd ask, what is the student's wage currently at this time and what the start date of this new program will be. We finished a YA program, so you can just use the end of the school year or end of employment. So if a student is going to continue to work with you, you fill out the top half of the form. If a student is not going to continue employment with you, you would then click the student will not be employed after completing the program or after graduating high school. And then after that, you would then go down and select why. Did the student not apply for further employment? Did the student apply but was not interviewed? Interviewed but not offered employment? Or was the student offered continued employment but did not accept? And then also check at this point in time, is the student going to post-secondary education or other training? Was student unable to find an entry-level position with your company? Student, did they have a change in career interests or plans, or did they have other health issues? Once those are completed, you will then put in your name. You'll put in your company. You will then sign the bottom form again, and then pick the date that you complete this on. At this point in time, you will hit finished, and your portion of this form will be completed.